I'll never forget the look on Captain Manning's face that morning at Miami Executive, like he'd swallowed a lemon as he glared at me and my sister and said, "I don't care who your father supposedly is. You two aren't getting on this jet." You could feel the whole lounge freeze for a second, all those suits and sunglasses suddenly real quiet, like they were watching a TV drama instead of two teenagers clutching their boarding passes. Only this wasn't TV, and we weren't acting. We'd spent months planning this trip. Me, Zara, the nerd with a Harvard pre-law acceptance and a spreadsheet for everything, and Yolanda, my twin, who probably dreamed in SAT math problems. Our dad, Victor Whitmore, finally trusted us to handle this ourselves, booked the charter on the family account, gave us the be independent, make good choices pep talk, jetting off for Ivy League interviews, not a parent in sight. We rolled up to the check-in counter with our crisp uniforms and perfect confirmation printout, expecting smooth sailing. The guy behind the counter, Kyle, looked us up and down like he'd never seen black honor students before, let alone ones flying private. "Charter confirmation and identification?" he asked, and I swear his tone dropped 20 degrees. I slid our paperwork over, cool as I could manage, but he held it up to the light, squinting, as if we'd run it off a Kinko's forgeries printer. Kyle just snatched up our papers and disappeared into the back. We stood there for what felt like forever, watching white clients breeze through check-in with champagne service, feeling the eyes on us, hearing little murmurs, "You know what I mean?" The classic, "How could they possibly afford this?" He came back 20 minutes later, triumphantly waving a cancellation notice. There was a problem with the payment. "Charter's canceled." You ever feel your stomach just drop? Because I did. We had all the confirmation emails, all the receipts, but it didn't matter. We tried to explain, tried to show proof. He just leaned across the marble, voice low and snide. But I remembered what every black parent and guidance counselor had ever said. Don't give them a reason. Don't raise your voice. Don't become an angry black girl. So I asked for a supervisor. And he smirked. "They're in an important meeting with actual clients. You can take it up with customer service." We collected our canceled paperwork and moved away, cheeks burning. Unless it's a true emergency. I didn't want to fail at our first taste of independence. Instead, we tried security, hoping someone would treat us like actual paying customers. But Kyle had already painted us as suspicious. And at security, it was déjà vu all over again. White clients breezed through. Us. Pulled for random, enhanced screening. Yeah, right. Agent Mitchell rifled through our stuff, handled my laptop like it was a pipe bomb, scrolled through my college essays like I was planning a coup. You some kind of activist or troublemaker. And everyone in line watched as if we were on a reality show called Black Girls Get Searched. A white woman tried to film the obvious harassment, but security forced her to delete it, threatening detention. By the time we got cleared, my laptop was scratched up and we were way behind schedule. Mitchell smirked. "Have a wonderful flight." The Sky Lounge hostess, Paige, took one look at us and announced a 45-minute wait, even though half the tables were empty. We pointed this out. She insisted they were all reserved. Two white customers walked up. Paige instantly brightened, seated them right away. No wait, all smiles. When we pressed, the manager, Lance, showed up, scolding us for causing a disruption. He told his Latina server, Rosa, to stay out of it when she tried to help. Rosa, God bless her, slipped us her business card as we left. One small act of kindness in a sea of icy stares. We finally made our way to the gate. The plane was right there, our charter confirmation in hand. But Olivia, the gate agent, shrugged us off. If there was an error, it's been corrected. It was like running up a down escalator. The harder we tried, the worse it got. By the time we reached the jet, Captain Manning was waiting, ready to play airport detective. He declared our documents altered, demanded government ID, which, at 17, we didn't have, and then called security, loudly, like we were criminals. The worst part? When his supervisor, Simone Bradford, showed up, another black woman, we thought maybe, finally, someone would get it. Instead, she sided with the staff, treating us like troublemakers. That cut deep. She'd spent so long surviving in the system, she couldn't risk rocking the boat now, even for girls who looked like her. Every step closer to the plane was another slap. Logan, the onboard coordinator, blocked our way, stalling for security, pretending there was confusion about our seats. When we pushed back, security was called. Two big guards, Tom and Frank, loomed over us, demanding we comply or face criminal charges. Yolanda and I kept our dignity, but inside, I felt years of lectures, warnings, and don't give them a reason piling up in my throat. Then Logan announced, "You two are now officially banned from this aircraft and Skyline Executive Aviation permanently." Something in me snapped. I pulled out my phone and called Dad, putting him on speaker. His voice was calm, deadly serious. "You will not interrupt my daughter again, and you will not make any further attempts to intimidate or silence her." You could see Logan's face turn sheet white when Dad said his name. Victor Whitmore, owner and CEO of Skyline Executive Aviation. Dad told us to document everything, told security to stand down, and then did something nobody expected. He initiated Emergency Protocol Alpha. Within minutes, every Skyline executive jet on the tarmac was grounded. Flights delayed. Chaos. Disciplinary hearings, firings, confessions. Kyle, Mitchell, Lance, Simone, all faced the evidence. Video, audio, dozens of witness statements. But Dad went further. 6 months of hard work rebuilt the company from the ground up. Mandatory training, anonymous reporting, real consequences. The people who hurt us learned empathy the hard way. Even Simone, who'd been so desperate to fit in, now ran diversity for the whole company, making sure no other girls went through what we did. Parker, the security agent, became a federal consultant. I caught my reflection in the window, same Zara, but not the same world. And then, this little black girl, maybe 9 years old, stopped us. "Are you the twins who changed the airplane company?" I knelt down, told her our names, watched her mom smile with quiet pride. "My mom told me you made it so people like us get treated the same as everyone else." Yolanda's eyes filled with tears. "I told that kid, you deserve to be treated with respect, and if you're ever not, you have the right to speak up. Your voice matters." That's what we proved, not just for us, but for everyone. Sometimes, you gotta stand in the fire, document everything, refuse to be silenced, force people to see the system for what it is. When you fight for your dignity, you end up changing more than your own story. You can change an entire industry. And let me tell you, that's a hell of a legacy. If you believe we deserve respect and justice, type respect below. Tell us your city, and let's keep pushing for a world where every single person gets treated like they belong, no matter where they're flying.